This video will deal with finding tangent lines to an ellipse, which is a lot like finding tangent lines to a parabola. It's just a different shape for the conic. So first thing, find an equation of a line containing 3, 2 and tangent to 3x squared plus 8y squared equals 24. That is the ellipse right here. And now what we're going to do, we're going to draw lines. These are sort of eyeballed. There's no calculation here, but it gives you an idea of what it's going to look like. It also lets you know that there will be two solutions, so we know to look for that. So now the first thing we're going to do, as one does on these sorts of problems, y minus k equals m times x minus h. That is your line. For this particular line, y minus 2 equals m times x minus 3. So then y equals mx minus 3m plus 2. Now we're going to plug into this ellipse right here. The ellipse is 3x squared plus 8y squared equals 24. So 3x squared plus 8. Now y is this right here, mx minus 3m plus 2, mx minus 3m plus 2 squared minus 24 equals 0. Now we're going to expand that. I would suggest, if you can, expand it on your calculator. If you're doing it by hand, it's way too easy to make a mistake, and then everything else is wrong after that. So I expanded it on the calculator. We'll write it down here. So we're going to write it out here. Make sure you have plenty of room on your paper. This is a long polynomial. 8m squared x squared plus 3x squared minus 48m squared x plus 32m x plus 72m squared minus 96m plus 8 equals 0. Then we're going to factor it on x. So we're going to have 8m squared plus 3x squared minus 16m times 3m minus 2x plus 8 times 9m squared minus 12m plus 1 equals 0. And as you may have done in other problems when the lines were tangent to a parabola, a tangent line to an ellipse has one and only one point of tangency. This is a quadratic, so we know that b squared minus 4ac must equal 0 to have one solution. And then we have a right there, that should be, and all of that without an x is your c. So I'm going to put it into the solve function in my calculator. I'm going to write it out here because we're not solving this by hand. And again, make sure you have plenty of room because this is a long line. Solve negative 16m times 3m minus 2 squared minus 4 times 8m squared plus 3 times 8 times 9m squared minus 12m plus 1 equals 0 for m. And then we get our two solutions. M equals root 35 plus 6, and m equals negative root 35 plus 6. And now we're going to put them into Desmos and check that they are correct. And here we are in Desmos. We have the ellipse right here, and then we have put the one solution in, y minus 2, x minus 3 as before, and here is the slope, one of them, and we go right there. And we can see we get one tangent point. Now let's put in the other. We go there. And again, we get one tangent point. So now we know we did it right. Again, remember, you're never going to be able to eyeball these properly. But it's good to have it drawn as we did before so you can get an idea. It tells you there's two solutions. So then when you get two solutions, you know that makes sense. Also back to here, remember that it is exceedingly easy to make a mistake, such as saying 0.31 or 3x squared plus 8y squared equals 64 instead of 24. Or when you expand over here, just writing down your terms wrong. If you went through this and something's messed up, I would just start again. Just turn your paper over, start again. Trying to find a mistake takes a very long time. And that is how you do this.